What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. You guys seen the clip at the beginning. Adrien Broner, he's in the doghouse, Mayweather gym, still in Vegas. Floyd Mayweather looks like he was giving him some advice. I don't know if it was on boxing or life. I did a video about it earlier. TMZ was the one to break the story, TMZ Sports. Broner is being accused of choking some lady and ruffling her feathers, and she called the cops, and allegedly there's a tape and a witness. Check out that video for more details on that. And I'm just doing the follow-up video. And I gotta say this, man. Broner is talented, very skilled fighter, and it's just we keep running into, it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf, like, the Maidana lost, I'm not losing again. Then he loses again, and then I'm being better for my family. Then it goes back to something else, and then he gets in more trouble. And hopefully people like Floyd Mayweather, like, he's more experienced, he's older than Broner. Hopefully people, if they really do care about Broner, they're in his ear and letting him know, like, you gotta slow it down, you know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather and guys like Zab Judah, they've been in the lifestyle, the fast life, back in probably when it was more reckless, you know what I mean? At least I would say in the 90s and stuff like that, because there were a lot more things going. It wasn't social media, so if the police beat your ass, it may not be on tape, things like that, you know what I mean? So things could get pretty rough, like, just a lot. And hopefully the old heads and the wiser people are giving Broner the appropriate information and advice, and the people close to him, like the Robert Easters and stuff. Like, the rapping and dancing on the way out, that stuff is cool. That's just showmanship stuff. But you're dealing with real life, and trust me, I know people in the system, and there's only so long you could keep dodging bullets. It's kind of like Russian roulette. If you keep putting yourself in fucked up environments and situations, like Russian roulette, you might, the first 3 shots, they were empty. There was nothing there, right? But eventually, if you keep playing around, playing that game, and you actually put a bullet in there, then you already know the outcome. It's just like a casino. I don't care how good you are at blackjack or poker. If you win money and come up, the best bet is to leave. Because the longer you stay, house rules, the more likely the system is set up for you to fail. You know what I mean? So if you stay at that casino, you came up 20,000, yeah, and you stay there for enough hours, you will lose and put that money back. And that's how it is on some street shit, or you get involved with the wrong crowds and the fast life. And I talked about this briefly in the last video. Like, they will try to get you for whatever they can, the system, right? Even the suicide attempt thing. You're posting pictures of Glocks. That could be a probation violation if they found the biscuit on you. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, Broner got to slow up. And they're at this point, you know what I mean? When you develop a reputation, it doesn't even matter if it's right or wrong to a degree. Just like you look at basketball, like Allen Iverson, missing practice, didn't want to go for practice, and he had the tattoos and the braided hair in his own shoe. He was known as the bad boy. And you look at other people like Ron Artest, who got in a fight with fans in the stand and was punching people and elbowed James Harden and things like that. They developed those reputations. So even if they did something that wasn't even an aggressive foul, they might get a foul for it. You know what I mean? The ref was like, oh, nope, Ron Artest, you're out. You know what I mean? They might get a technical, or it might be severe because people profile you. And they look at Ron Artest as a troublemaker. So if he does anything that remotely resembles it, then they're like, yeah, got him. Bingo, busted. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to develop that type of personality. You have to look for the snakes and the vultures too, and rats. There are a lot of people that'll set you up. Like, and it makes you the perfect patsy if you give them a reason and you've built your profile up to the point where people have these views about you. You know what I mean? It's just like a movie. You ever watch a movie and like the character's supposed to be like a good guy, and then in the end the character gets shot or goes to jail, and they didn't develop that emotional connection with the audience, so you don't even care that the character's going to jail? You know what I mean? That's not me. I'm talking about that's how some people are. Broner keeps putting himself up and creating this larger than life villain role or whatever he's doing with all these stints and being arrested and DUIs and things like that. Then it doesn't even matter. There's an old Tupac interview when he was dealing with this rape case, and he was like, I'm just exhausted at the end of the day. He's like, because it's not even about the case anymore. He's like, I'm not even charged for this. I'm charged for forcible entry and da-da-da-da. And he's like, it's not even about me no more. It's about do-rag wearing, bandana having thugs and tattoos and rap art. You know what I mean? He was like basically saying they were using him as the scapegoat for things that they didn't like with the culture. And that's Broner needs to wisen up and do that and get the right people in his circle, because I'm telling you how the game goes. I've seen it time and time again. I read, I watch movies, and there's only so many lifelines that you'll be given, right? And not talking about life or death. I'm just talking about lifelines in terms of get out of jail free cards, like, oh, I beat the case. You know what I mean? You can keep pressing your luck, but it's just not a wise thing. And Broner's very talented. He has skill to be like, I'm thinking at 140, Terrence Crawford will probably be the toughest fight for him. I mean, the other guys, he could probably beat a lot of them. You know what I mean? Lucas Matisse, that's a good fight. Victor Postal, that's a good fight. But he has a strong chance of beating really anybody at 140, right? Terrence Crawford, like I said, would probably be the toughest based on Crawford's skill set. I rate Crawford very highly. But it's just Broner got to get with it. And I don't know. It's the self-destruct button is a motherfucker, man. Like you get in the wrong situations, and you know what I mean, there's no mulligan, there's no do-over. You're stuck with it. So you make your bed, you gotta lie in it. And even like, let's say, I don't know enough about the case, but let's say the chick is lying about, oh, he choked me or whatever. Like, you're still out at 3 a.m., 3:30 in the morning. So you're putting yourself in some of those positions. You know what I mean? You know you have this rap sheet. It's kind of like Chris Brown. You have this rap sheet for beating Rihanna. So then they're going to look for you to like ostracize you, look for any opportunity. And even like I said with the chick, sometimes your lawyers will cash them out and you'll settle out of court for some shit you didn't even do. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the monkey off your back, and so you can go to training camp or whatever the situation is. That's a waste of money. The hard-earned money from lacing them up, gloving up, and actually fighting, just to have somebody take it who lied on you. You know what I'm saying? Just because they wanted to extort you and get some money about you. You know what I mean? That's a waste of your money. So if you can help it, definitely try to prevent it. And maybe that entails don't go out as much. You know what I mean? Don't drink. Bring your closest friends who are not gonna, you know what I mean, let you do this or cause you to wild or this and that. You know what I mean? It's not a good look, man. There's a lot of fighters who are talented. Victor Ortiz, he's another fighter that some people wouldn't know this because they think I hate him or whatever. I don't hate him. I don't really hate anybody, but he wasted his talent. You know what I mean? He's a big welterweight. He has a southpaw stance. And what has he really done with it? You know what I mean? He kind of didn't show heart and quit in certain fights. He got a recent DUI. Him and his brother got an assault case at a Kenny Chesney concert, and recently got that DUI and stuff like that. Back-to-back losses. You know what I'm saying? He's a talented kid. So I don't like to see people go downward spirals. You know what I mean? I'm a good believer in a hopeful person, and I believe in underdog stories. But people like Broner, they make it hard. Victor Ortiz, they make it hard because you root for them, and then they keep disappointing. Something else comes up, and it's like, man, is this real life right now? Let me know what you guys think. Broner back in the Mayweather gym. I don't know when he's fighting next, but hopefully, I don't know what gives. I don't know. It doesn't sound like the story might be true, but again, she says she has a tape. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see. But hopefully he can get it together. And like, cause even, okay, hypothetically, and then I'm done with this video. Let's say the bitch is lying, right? She like, oh, he choked me, and she's trying to get him for money, right? You just had something that you created just last week, which was the cryptic message / suicide attempt. So do you see how you're 0 for 2 right now? Because one, she's lying on you hypothetically. If she is lying, I don't know, but there's another situation that you created by posting a picture of a gun with the cryptic message saying, I'm going home, I love y'all, sorry, I don't want to be here anymore. So that's why it looks so bad. Like if you were about to fight Ricky Burns and just in training camp and no one had heard anything good or bad about you in recent memory, and then she just came out of nowhere and said, oh, he choked me, then it wouldn't be as bad. But the fact that you had this big episode and social media meltdown, and then a week later you're being accused of this, you know what I mean? It doesn't lend credence, not saying he did do it, but it doesn't look good. I don't know if you guys understand that. Like, if I had a meltdown on social media, I'm like, oh, Boxing Ego, fuck all everybody, I'm gonna drive off a cliff, I'm driving to San Francisco right now, Golden Gate Bridge, I'm gonna tie a brick to my leg. And everybody knew about it and it was publicized. And then something else comes out next week about how I got in a fight with somebody or I pistol whipped somebody. Even if it's not true, it might seem, based on my erratic behavior last week, it might seem true. So that's what Broner has to watch out for and smarten up so they don't take his money, because they will take your money. They're probably mad about billions and stuff. You probably got a lot of haters that are mad that you're making money. And I'm done, man. I'm just trying to drop a gem for you knuckleheads and the young bucks, because like, if you live out here in the Bay, you've seen stuff, you experience stuff. I don't have to glorify things, but it is what it is. And I'm seeing this story and I've seen how it ends up. I have people that I know personally, first name basis, last name basis, who one's the son of a preacher, right? He's in jail for 75 plus years, right? So again, don't waste your talent. There's too many talented people who are behind in that cage. You know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.